Coming up on Newsday TV, a new drone detection system is making its debut in Suffolk County, and so are hefty fines for drone operators who do not follow the rules. Thanks for joining us. I'm Ken Buffa, but first, a driver has just pleaded guilty to his role in a wrong-way crash that killed two teenagers. Macy Eglin was in court.
A packed courthouse as 36-year-old Amandeep Singh pleads guilty to causing the crash that took the lives of two young tennis stars from Roslyn.
Both he and his family will forever bear the sorrow of this unspeakable tragedy.
Prosecutors say Singh was driving over 90 miles per hour in Jericho in May of 2023 when he crashed into the SUV 14-year-olds Drew Hassenbein and Ethan Falkowitz were riding in, killing the Roslyn High School varsity tennis players. Prosecutors say Singh was drunk and high on cocaine.
Nothing short of the maximum prison sentence for the top count charged would be enough to hold this defendant accountable for the devastation that he caused.
Newsday obtained body cam footage of police confronting Singh, who had been hiding behind a dumpster not far from the crash site.
Not a shred of sorrow or regret for the two sons he stole from the Falkowitz and Hessenbein families.
The judge in this case committing to the max sentence on the top charge. Singh faces between 8 1/3 to 25 years behind bars. Two other teenagers were also injured in the crash. Singh's sentencing hearing has been scheduled for February 7th. Reporting for Newsday TV, I'm Macy Eglin.
You can read more about this story. Go to Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. Donald Trump's hush money sentencing date has been set to January 10th. The judge says the president-elect will not face any jail time either. Trump was convicted of 34 counts of falsifying business records. The sentencing is 10 days before he's sworn into office. And Long Island's second largest nursing home says they will not kick out their residents for now. The Cold Spring Hills Center for Nursing and Rehabilitation says it also will not fire its 500 employees. The Woodbury nursing home filed for bankruptcy protection yesterday. An attorney says they will be seeking other options to settle its more than $50 million in debts. And Suffolk officials are warning residents they could face big fines for flying drones. The county is installing a mobile drone detection system. Now, it can help track down where a drone took off and find its drone's operator.
What concerns us even more is the increase in unauthorized drone flights within the restricted airspaces, particularly near airports like Kabreski.
Now, fines can reach up to $250,000, and people who break the law could get as much as 3 years in prison. There were nearly 30 drones documented near that airport last month. A man has been charged with animal cruelty for the second time in 30 days after someone found his puppy that was hit by a car. Prosecutors say the person brought the injured puppy to the vet, then looked for its owner. The owner, 26-year-old Munim Raghid, was charged in December for allegedly neglecting a dog and was banned from owning any animals. Investigators showed up at his Ronkonkoma home on New Year's Day and found 3 dogs at his house. The puppies are now up for adoption. And only in Newsday, 4 Long Island school districts are still fighting the statewide ban on Native American mascots. Virginia Huey takes a look at what's at stake.
This is our symbol of pride.
For lifelong Wantagh resident Matt Sesko, the warrior mascot featuring Chief Wantagh figures prominently in his life. It's emblazoned on his shirt, tattooed on his arm, and engraved on his Wantagh High School Class of '96 ring.
This is part of our symbol of pride since the first graduating class in 1956.
So when the New York State Board of Regents mandated that public schools remove all references to Native American imagery, including mascots and team names like Warriors, the ban stirred outrage among many residents, including Sesko.
It's all over the high school and the elementary schools. To actually have to remove this like a racist from history, it just doesn't make sense to me at all.
Wantagh is among 4 school districts on the island taking legal action for the right to keep their decades-old names or arguing that the ban violates their constitutional rights.
I think it's a great honor to have your name up on a board or on a uniform.
33-year Wine Dance resident Robert Johnson supports the Wine Dance District's lawsuit to keep the Warriors' name. Johnson says the mascot instills a sense of community pride, and he believes it honors the Native Americans who occupied much of Long Island.
It's to show pride. It's to show that we respect y'all. And we calling you a warrior.
The Connecticut and Massapequa districts are suing to invalidate the statewide ban entirely. Connecticut is known as the Thunderbirds. Massapequa's mascot is a Native American man in headdress and goes by the name Chiefs.
I think it's actually a compliment to the Indians to be called the Chiefs, because you want somebody strong and powerful and to be your mascot.
But local Native American leaders, including Harry Wallace, disagree, telling Newsday, quote, "It speaks to an acceptance of a racist caricature of a people who are alive, well, living, breathing with a distinct culture." Some Long Islanders say they are aware of the pain the mascot imagery may cause.
I feel we took so much from them. If this is something they want and it makes them feel heard, I'm okay with that.
Districts that do not comply with the mandate by June 30th, 2025 could face a loss of state aid or the removal of school officers such as elected board members. Sesko hopes it doesn't come to that.
We're obviously on the side of preserving this because it's pride, not mockery or prejudice.
For Newsday TV, I'm Virginia Huey.
Now, to read more about this story, go to newsday.com, click Get More, below the Newsday TV video box.
Feed Me is brought to you by PC Richard & Son.
A former diner has turned into a bustling barbecue restaurant. Elisa DiStefano takes us there in today's Feed Me TV.
It's a familiar facade. Once the beloved Seaford Palace Diner, and now the Dang Roadhouse.
Once you come inside, there's definitely nostalgia. Those are the original booths, but there's also so much that's new.
I love the retro look of the old, like 50s style diner with all the chrome and the metal and everything. And I just envisioned, kind of what we built here. People, when they come in, they're shocked to see how different it looks. There's some people that haven't been here since their childhood.
You'll see new wood accents, hand-painted ceilings, and of course, a new menu.
This was forever an iconic diner, and we've kind of incorporated a lot more of your Southern-inspired comfort foods, all-American comfort foods that you would find in a diner, like meatloaf and different burgers.
Look at this feast. It smells so good. What is all of this?
We have our piggy poppers, which are smoked stuffed jalapenos. And we have our burnt ends. It's good,
It
right?
just breaks apart in your mouth.
Yeah.
It just melts in your mouth. That was really good.
Yeah, shrimp and grits.
I've never had a fried pickle. Pure deliciousness.
These are our whiskey glazed barbecue ribs.
I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty. All right, big bite.
Go ahead.
Close your eyes. That's really good. Because I have the dining room napkin. It's messy, but it's worth it.
The idea is what we're bringing here, something that's different, you don't find everywhere, on Long Island. And New York is starting to understand what barbecue is, and we're not just barbecue.
Am I totally breaking all the barbecue rules? I'm trying to eat this with a fork.
Elisa DiStefano, Newsday TV.
How cool is that? Now, for more on this restaurant and others, go to newsday.com, click Get More, below the Newsday TV video box. All right, now let's take a look at your Long Island weather. It was a cold one out today, but at least we are dry. So taking a look tonight, you can see we're in the mid-20s, and we do have some clearing of the clouds early. Tomorrow, we have partly cloudy skies with some wind moving in with temps in the 30s. Taking a closer look at tomorrow, you can see, yes, we are dry, but we have the wind. Temps still in the mid-30s, so it is going to feel cold outside. And as for those temps throughout the week into next week, we are not seeing 40 anytime soon.
Long Island weather is brought to you by PTRC. Newsday's investigation on unsolved deaths across Long Island has prompted contact from families seeking answers. Now we continue to probe the cases and what can be done to bring closure to victims' families. The Forgotten Revisited, now available at Newsday.com.
You're watching Newsday TV. I'm Ken Buffa. Thank you so much for joining us and have a great weekend.